Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank you for your detailed, after our Dartmouth conference, our detailed description of my physique. So I have heeded your advice and I've stopped growing older and I've also eaten more since then. Then second, I fully agree also with your statement that evidence, not theories, count. So let us talk a little bit about evidence.
Surely.
Yeah, sure. I have a question for you. Since you stressed the contemporaneousness of the synchronicity, as you said, of the Harappan civilization and the Vedic civilization, actually should go a little bit into that. Yeah? And you should perhaps explain more, overlap, well, you said synchronic, okay?
Yeah, correct.
And you should explain to the audience, I think, how you arrive at such a conclusion if you compare the Rig Veda texts with the Indus or the Harappan civilization. And unfortunately, in the Harappan civilization, we don't find any chariots and horses because they are later. In the Rig Veda, of course, we have them, but not in the Harappan civilization. And please don't come with secondary or tertiary ways out, you see. Please explain how you come to that conclusion.
Yeah, okay. There is a great, in the first place, we place if you have seen my book, we place the Harappan civilization to be more or less contemporary with the later Vedic, which means the Sutra period. Okay, we do not make it contemporary with the Rig Veda. Okay, so the Samhitas, Duk Samhitas. Okay, and second, the absence of evidence. Coming to that, for example, the Harappan seals. I'll borrow a term from an example from Kerry said. Now, you see, the Harappan seals contain a lot of bulls. They do not contain any cows. From that, we cannot conclude they had bulls, but they had never seen the cow. So, the secondary or tertiary evidence, I suppose, I refer you to horse bones have been found at Harappan sites. You claim that they came later, but
scientific evidence, please.
The
zoologists discussed that point in detail. So read Meadows and Patel on that topic. Yeah? One, unfortunately, passed away Hungarian says there is. You see.
Yeah. So what do we do?
Yeah. So you cannot claim there are horse bones. It is a point of discussion, and Volcanius is a minority position. Okay. So you cannot say there are horse bones. At least you should say maybe there were, but some people.
Yeah, but we have ample references. You know, we have enough connections to identify the impact of the Vedic thought on the Harappan iconography. I think that I have demonstrated.
That is your conclusion.
Yeah.
That is your theory.
You're free to. You're free to disagree.
Facts.
But the point is, at what point do you say? And incidentally, thank you for thanking me. Let me also thank you because when I came here, I was quite seriously overweight. And teaching those courses at University of Massachusetts, I have lost some weight. But it seems to have the opposite effect on my students. They're gaining weight. I mean, probably they're able to catch up on their sleep and lectures. But coming back to that, all I'm saying is, I don't believe in a field coming from the kind of background that I do. I don't think it is realistic for us to expect the standard of proof in archaeology, anthropology, or history that we can demonstrate and demand in the physical sciences or the natural sciences. So I feel that the preponderance of evidence, the symbolism in the Harappan and the Vedic literature brings them very close. Okay?
Sorry, I'm talking about physical evidence, okay? Yeah,
physical
MIT here.
Yeah,
MIT. Okay, the horse is known to be a steppe animal. In the southern belt, you get the donkey, or you get the hemion, the half-ass, okay?
Yeah.
And that is what you find in India, yeah? And no early horses. So you have to explain why the Indus doesn't have, but the Veda has horses. And you haven't done that yet.
No, but the point is the archaeologists claim, the R.S. Bish tells me, Mr. Rao tells me, they have found horse bones in archaeology. No, essentially you are saying, I will accept only that evidence which agrees with me, I reject the evidence by Rao or by the Hungarian or somebody else?
No, I quoted his colleagues, okay? And I don't, just, we have to discuss on horses first, okay? And
we'll finish this and then we'll move on. Please. I don't want this
just
whole
one
discussion to be
example,
on one thing.
one example, and we have to finish it, no escape, okay?
Sure.
So the horse is not a southern animal, it's not in the Near East, it's not in India.
Oh, it is in Near East.
Huh? It's imported after 1900, read up on it, okay? And,
No, but the point is the equus sibilansis was in India long before that.
okay, do you mean the Hipparion with 3 toes? Yeah? Narmada horses? They are not Kabbalus horses, you see, they are they are.
You say the Rigveda says Ashva, therefore, does it refer to the number of toes of the horse?
The horse has 1, okay?
No, what we call the horse today. How I can demonstrate that the Rigveda describes the 34 as the 17-ribed horse, and the 17 pair as the 34-ribed. I can demonstrate that.
Sure, that is in Rigveda.
That you acknowledge.
Yes. But if you talk to zoologists, they will tell you that the horse can vary between 18 ribs per side and 16.
But
okay?
all of them are horses.
On the type
but
of
all of them are horses.
Yeah,
Some
that is what I
horses
said.
not.
Rigveda has horses, but not.
How do you know not that horse?
Yeah, but not in the earlier period.
No, how
it
do you
is an
know?
import around 1800, both in the Near East and in India.
You are
That is
making an
archaeology.
assertion.
No assumption. That's archaeology. It is attested. You can dig and see it.
Yeah.
I'm only talking about science here, not about assumptions.
Yeah.
So you have to explain that. And the second point is, what we don't have time, is how you explain that the Indo-Aryan language in 1400 BC in the Near East is more archaic than the Rig Veda. That's for the date of Rig Veda.
Oh no, that is applying the linguistic theories
Not-
that are accepted. For
not
example, I can show material evidence of a movement from east to west, including West Asia. For example, you find Harrapan seals, and you also find that Yogi seal, the Pashupati seal, that iconography. You find in India 2500 BC or earlier. You find in West Asia, I didn't bring my book that we give those photographs. In West Asia, in Iraq, we find them 1,000 years later or more in the Gundestrup cauldron in Denmark. So we can see the movement, Indic ideas going westward. So I can provide material evidence. And then you have the Kassites with clear references to the Indic themes. You see, they even worship the Himalaya.
Oh, so you're saying someone bought a horse and brought it, and basically it was a
Once again, okay. Now, let me hold on one second, please. Okay, I'm the moderator here. In the interest of everybody, let me moderate the session so that we have questions addressed and then answers given. And the answers may not be probably pleasing to somebody or probably may not convince somebody, but we have to move on and get everybody's question. It's just half an hour of question and answer time that's available, so I will recognize people and then please, then you can ask the question. I see a lot of hands that have been opened, so if you have a question, okay, go ahead, your question.